You've put in the work. You've built a life. You've got confidence. But one bad outfit, one overlooked detail, can instantly cheapen how people see you. These are 12 style mistakes that age you, shrink your presence, and make your look feel cheap, especially after 40. Let's fix them. Chapter 1. Wearing too much stretch fabric. Alright, let's start with something a lot of guys don't realize they're doing wrong. Wearing way too much stretch. Now I get it. Stretch fabrics are comfortable, they feel easy, flexible, they don't pinch or pull. But if you're over 40 and your closet is filled with ultra stretchy shirts, pants, and jackets, chances are you're doing yourself more harm than good. Because here's the thing, stretch fabric, especially the cheaper kind, doesn't hold structure. And after 40, structure is your friend. It's what defines your shoulders, frames your chest, gives shape to your torso. And when you remove that structure and replace it with clingy, flimsy material, you lose that masculine silhouette. Instead of looking sharp, you start to look soft. Instead of holding your posture, your clothes start to collapse. You might not even notice it until you see a photo of yourself. And then it hits. The shirt is hugging your midsection too tight, the pants look a little shiny, and the overall outfit just doesn't look intentional. Wear this instead. Go for natural fabrics with minimal stretch. Cotton, wool blends, and linen all offer structure without sacrificing comfort. And if you do want a little bit of give, make sure it's under 5% elastane or spandex. That's enough to move with you, but not enough to cling or droop. Also, check how it drapes. Hold the item up. If it collapses like a wet napkin, skip it. You want your clothes to hold form before you even put them on. A strong, structured fabric instantly elevates your look. It's one of those details you don't think about until you try it, and then you never go back. Chapter 2. Wearing high contrast stitching. This one's a little less obvious, but just as damaging. I'm talking about contrast stitching, especially on jeans, shirts, and casual jackets. You've seen it. Dark denim with bright white or yellow seams. Black shirts with light blue thread. It looks flashy, and not in a good way. Here's the problem with high contrast stitching. It instantly draws attention to all the seams and cuts in the garment, which breaks up your silhouette and makes your outfit look louder, cheaper, and more dated than it needs to. It's a trend that came and went, and wearing it now at 40 plus, it doesn't make you look bold. It makes you look like you're wearing fast fashion from a clearance bin. Wear this instead. Go tonal. That means stitching that blends in with the fabric. Navy thread on navy jeans, black on black, gray on gray. This creates a cleaner, more elevated look. It draws attention to the shape of your outfit, not the seams. And it makes even affordable pieces look more expensive if you're trying to look more polished, more intentional, and more masculine. Switching to tonal stitching is one of the quickest wins you can get. It shows you've moved past flash and into refined style. Chapter 3. Wearing department store dress shirts with shiny fabric. I can spot them from across a restaurant. The shiny dress shirt. Usually too big in the body, way too long, and clinging to the back in all the wrong places. It's almost always in a bright color, maybe a shiny blue or deep purple, and it reflects light like a disco ball. These shirts are often bought last minute, usually as a safe dress-up option. And the result? They scream bargain rack. They wrinkle instantly, and they make your outfit look dated and cheap, even if you're wearing nice pants or shoes. Here's the real problem. After 40, your shirt should do two things: frame your upper body and blend effortlessly into your look. Shiny fabric fails at both. It clings in the wrong areas, and it draws attention to the fact that the shirt is low quality. Wear this instead. You want a matte finish shirt made from 100% cotton, preferably poplin, twill, or pinpoint Oxford. Something with substance and a soft, breathable hand feel. Colors like white, light blue, or pale gray are your best bets. And avoid synthetic blends. They almost always look cheap under direct light. I've linked some of my favorite shirts that look elegant, hold their shape, and last for years in the description below. These are shirts that say, "I've upgraded," not "I panicked before a party." Oh, and bonus tip, get them tailored. Even a $50 shirt can look like $200 when it fits like it was made for you. Chapter 4. Wearing white undershirts that show through. Here's one I see all the time. A man wearing a white dress shirt, and underneath it, a bright white undershirt that's totally visible. Or worse, a crew neck undershirt that peeks through the collar. It seems small, but it makes a big difference. Why? Because visible undershirts ruin the clean look of a dress shirt. They break the lines at the collar, they show through thin fabrics, and they make your whole outfit look less refined, almost like you're layering for comfort, not style. It gives off the impression that you're either sweating too much, or you're just unaware of how the base layer affects the top. Wear this instead. Start with a skin tone deep V-neck undershirt. Not white, not black. Skin tone. That could mean beige, light gray, or tan depending on your complexion. Why a deep V-neck? Because it disappears under your collar. Even if you leave the top two buttons of your shirt undone, it keeps the focus on your shirt, not what's underneath. Also, go for undershirts that are fitted, moisture-wicking, and thin. You want them invisible, not bulky. And if you're wearing a dark shirt or layering with a sweater, You can get away with a black or gray base layer, but always make sure the collar stays hidden. This one change makes you look cleaner, smoother, and way more stylish, without changing the rest of your outfit. It's one of the simplest upgrades you can make. Chapter 5. Wearing Velcro wallets or overstuffed bifolds. Let me ask you this, what does your wallet look like right now? Be honest. Because if it's a Velcro closing nylon wallet you've had since the 90s, or a fat overstuffed bifold that barely fits in your pocket, we've got a problem. You see, your wallet might not seem like a big deal, but when you're paying for coffee, pulling out a business card, or standing at the bar, someone sees it. And when that wallet is bulging, beaten up, or childish looking, it silently cheapens your entire look. Even if you're wearing a great outfit, this one accessory betrays you. You don't need to carry your entire life in your back pocket, especially not when you're over 40. Wear this instead. It's time to invest in a minimalist leather card holder. Think slim, elegant, intentional. You only need 3 to 5 essential cards and maybe a single folded bill. That's it. Black or brown leather, no logos, no Velcro, no bulk. This isn't about impressing people, it's about eliminating something that actively pulls your look down and replacing it with a detail that adds subtle elegance. And yes, if you're worried about it not being practical, try it for a week. You'll realize how little you actually need to carry and how much better you feel when your wallet doesn't bulge out of your trousers like a brick. Small upgrade, huge difference. Chapter 6. Wearing flimsy collars that collapse under jackets. This one drives me crazy. You've got the right shirt, the right blazer, maybe even the right pants, but your collar is flopping down like a tired leaf, sliding under your jacket lapel, curling at the edges or crumpling as soon as you sit down. And it ruins the whole effect. A strong collar frames your face, it anchors your neckline, it adds presence, especially when you're layering. But when the collar collapses, you lose that entire upper body structure. Instead of looking powerful and put together, you look like your outfit is falling apart at the seams. Wear this instead. Start with shirts that are designed to hold their shape. Look for ones with built-in collar stays. Or better yet, use magnetic collar stays for added structure. They'll snap the collar into position and keep it there, no matter how you move. And avoid flimsy blends that wrinkle the second you put on a jacket. Another trick? Try button-down collar shirts under sweaters or casual blazers. Those collar points stay locked in, and they subtly highlight your jawline. These are small moves, but they instantly make you look sharper, more commanding, and more masculine. Because a man over 40 in a structured shirt collar doesn't need to say much. The look says it all. Chapter 7. Wearing dress pants with saggy knees and worn-out seat. I see this all the time, especially with men who wear the same dress pants to the office, to dinner, and to church. After a while, those pants start to stretch at the knees, sag at the backside, and lose their shape entirely. And when that happens, it instantly makes your outfit look cheap, like your clothes are tired, like you're tired, and no amount of dry cleaning can hide it. You might think no one notices, but they do, especially women. Especially when you sit down, stand up, or walk away. Wear this instead. Look for mid-weight wool or wool blend trousers that are lined in the knee and seat. These fabrics naturally resist sagging. They return to form, and they hold their crease, which keeps your silhouette looking crisp and intentional. Also, rotate your trousers. If you wear the same pair 3 times a week, they're going to wear out fast. Have 2 to 3 good pairs you cycle through, and hang them up properly, no stuffing them into the back seat of your car or the corner of your closet. Tailoring matters here too. You want the pants to taper slightly at the leg, no bunching at the ankle, and never wear trousers that sag at the seat. It doesn't just look lazy, it throws off your whole proportion. When your pants fit and flow the way they should, everything from your posture to your confidence gets a boost. Trust me, you'll feel the difference as soon as you swap in the right pair. Chapter 8. Wearing cheap, shiny faux leather jackets. This one's controversial because a lot of guys like the idea of a leather jacket. It feels cool, masculine, a little bit rebellious. But the execution? More often than not, it's cheap, plastic-looking, and way too shiny. Faux leather, when it's done poorly, which it often is, reflects light in a weird way. It squeaks when you move. It clings in the wrong places, and the finish makes it look more like a Halloween costume than a timeless style piece. And I get it. Real leather can be expensive, but cheap fake leather doesn't save you money if you're never wearing it. It just makes you look like you're trying too hard, or trying to be 25 again. Wear this instead. Go for a suede bomber jacket, a waxed cotton field jacket, or a real leather piece if you're ready to invest. Something with texture, substance, and proper structure. Matte finishes always look more refined than glossy ones. And the fit should hug the shoulders, skim the body, and hit right around the belt line, not down to mid-thigh. I've linked a few jackets I recommend in the description below. Pieces that look rugged, masculine, and stylish, without looking synthetic or costumey. And here's the truth. You don't need 5 jackets. You need one good one. One piece that turns heads without screaming for attention. And when you get it right, women notice. Because a grown man in a great jacket doesn't look like he's trying. He just looks like he knows. Chapter 9. Wearing patterned socks with loud or childish prints. Socks. One of the most overlooked accessories in a man's wardrobe, and one of the easiest ways to go from refined to ridiculous. Now don't get me wrong, I like a little personality in a sock. But when you're over 40 and you're wearing socks with tacos, beer mugs, or cartoon characters on them, you're not expressing confidence, you're undermining everything else you've got going on. Because here's what happens. You've got on a tailored navy suit, clean loafers, crisp shirt, then you sit down and suddenly, SpongeBob. It kills the vibe. Fast. Wear this instead. If you want to add subtle personality, go with a micro-patterned sock. Think small dots, pinstripes, ribbed texture. Stick to masculine tones. Charcoal, olive, burgundy, navy. Your socks should complement your outfit, not compete with it. And avoid neon colors or anything that makes people do a double take. Bonus tip, match your socks to your pants, not your shoes. It creates a smoother, longer leg line, and it looks 10 times more polished. Subtle equals powerful. And when your style reflects that maturity, women take notice, often without even realizing why. Chapter 10, wearing hoodies with team logos or college branding. This one's personal, because I used to do it too. You reach for that hoodie, it's soft, it's broken in. Maybe it says your alma mater. Maybe it's from your favorite football team and you think, hey, it's just casual, who cares? But here's the problem. At a certain point, especially after 40, those loud branded hoodies start to age you in the wrong way. They make you look like you haven't updated your wardrobe since undergrad. Or worse, like you're trying to relive it, even if the rest of your outfit is clean. That big college crest across your chest cheapens the look. It makes you blend in with the guys still tailgating every weekend in sweatpants and sandals. And unless you're literally on campus, it just doesn't hit right anymore. Wear this instead. Swap in a minimalist hoodie and a structured cotton. Think heavyweight French terry, zip, or pullover, with no visible logos. Colors like black, cream, navy, or muted earth tones instantly elevate the piece. And if you really want something sporty, go for a subtle zip-up track jacket or a clean merino hoodie that looks casual but sharp. You still get the comfort without looking like you stole something from your son's closet. Hoodies don't have to be sloppy, they just need to grow up with you. Chapter 11, wearing cologne. That's too loud, too sweet, or too young. This is one of those invisible mistakes. You can't see it, but people smell it. And when your fragrance is too loud, too synthetic, or smells like something from your early 20s, it cheapens your image instantly. Look, I love a good scent, but a lot of men make two big mistakes. They wear too much, thinking more is better. They wear the wrong type, something sugary, overly fresh, or popular with teenagers on TikTok. And when you walk into a room smelling like a locker room body spray bomb, that scent clings to your clothes and your reputation. Wear this instead. Go for mature, grounded scents that have depth. Notes like vetiver, leather, sandalwood, cedar, black pepper, or incense. These smell like presents, quiet power, stability. Use 2 sprays, one on the neck, one on the chest or wrist. That's it. Let people notice you when they get close, not from across the room. And if you're unsure where to start, I talk about this all the time on my fragrance channel, where I break down budget picks and high-end clones that smell way more expensive than they are. I'll drop a link in the description if you want to check it out. Scent is your signature. Don't let it say immature, let it say gentleman. Chapter 12, wearing glossy, generic ties with no texture. If you only wear ties a few times a year, you might think any tie will do. So you grab that shiny polyester one you got as a gift 5 years ago? Maybe it's a weird color, maybe it's too wide. Either way, it kills your outfit. Because here's the truth, even a $1,000 suit can look cheap with the wrong tie. And that plasticky high-sheen tie most guys default to? It screams discount rack. Wear this instead. Go for textured ties and materials like wool, grenadine silk, or knit. They have depth, they reflect light softly, and they add a richness to your look without needing to be flashy. Stick to classic colors, deep burgundy, navy, forest green, charcoal, and watch your width. A tie that's 2.75 to 3 inches is the sweet spot. Wide enough to look traditional, narrow enough to stay modern. And please, if your tie's label says 100% polyester and it costs $6 on clearance, retire it. When you wear the right tie, people won't even notice it directly. They'll just say, damn, that guy looks sharp. And that's the entire point. If you're ready to upgrade your wardrobe and stop wasting money on pieces that don't last, everything I've recommended today is linked in the description below. Yes, some of them cost more than what you'll find at your average store, but they fit better, and they'll keep you looking like a gentleman for years to come. This channel is all about helping men over 40 dress with confidence and class, and these pieces are a smart investment in that journey.